All right. Just need to do some audio checks. I'm streaming on YouTube, which I don't usually do. And because I'm doing a pack opening today, I need to make sure everything's good, and I can't use my phone for this. My phone's currently acting as the camera. So I just gotta get this. Alright, let me mute the music for a second. So the music shouldn't be getting saved to the VOD. But let me turn it up a little bit so I'm not talking complete silence. I also need out of my headphones. When am I gonna... What? There it goes. Alright, now let's turn it back on. There's a pretty huge delay between YouTube and what I'm saying, so I gotta wait a second for this. I'll turn the music back on just to check my audio levels in regards to the music. Man, it's really inconvenient doing it like this. If only I had a second phone or something. Yeah, so it's like I have to turn it on, then lower it, then start talking again, then wait for my stream to catch up on YouTube. Alright, it does sound good. Okay, so I'm going to turn the music back on. I'm going to close Chrome, which is what I was using to check the stream. And now I'm just going to go ahead and tweet that I'm live. Let's go to Twitter. We'll do it live. We'll do... I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Just call it Elestrals FIRESTORM unboxing. I'm not going to post on, like, Discord or anything that I'm live. I don't really care to do that. But I'll tweet that I'm live. Yeah. Well, let's call it first time. No. Regular. Final unboxing. Now, there we go. Elestrals FIRESTORM unboxing starting now with the YouTube. Easy, simple. Tweet it. Boom. All right. Now that that is out of the way, the audio is good, and the music is playing, and I'm tweeted that I'm live. Next step is putting my Streamlabs in a place where I can actually see it, so I can make sure the stream runs properly. So, in case anyone pops in the chat open right there. Go. And yeah. So, we got 2 boxes of the brand new Elestrals FIRESTORM. Went ahead and picked these bad boys up so I can do a little bit of opening, grab some cards. You know, usually I do... Previously for Moonrise, sorry. Oh, hold on. It's a little crooked. There we go. That made it worse. Wait. Hold. There it goes. Much. Now center. So, last time a new set came out, what I did was I did a little opening. Well, I did a big opening. I actually really bought a whole bunch of cards for that last set. But I did an opening, and then I did a little challenge video. 2 challenge videos with a friend of mine. We are going to do those again. But before that happens, that's probably going to be recorded this weekend and uploaded who knows when. I got 2 boxes for myself. There are a lot of cards in here that I want, so we're just going to go ahead and open them, see what we got. I also have hard inners and sleeves to sleeve up any good things we get, because my cards Pringle like no one's business. I guess it's a problem with, either the temperature where I live or just the condition of my room. I don't know. It's very hot in my room. It's already hot, and I literally just started, and I'm already sweating. So let's go ahead and get these open. Oh man. Ooh, wow. You see that? Earthquake there. Yeah, so I bought 2 structures and another box, and that's what I'm gonna be filming soonish with. The idea being that my idea for filming the videos, we're gonna do something like a sort of conquest style video. That makes sense. Something like what's it? There. Wait, no, wrong. Sorry, I'm ruining everything. I ruined my setup. Hold on, fix, save. There we go. Yeah, so it's gonna be sort of like a conquest style thing where we take the 2 structures, and the idea is gonna be, so each person will have 2 structures, right? And then we go ahead and whoever, you have to win with each structure, and then win with a third deck, which is made up of both your structures kind of combined into like a best of, right? I'm gonna just do the separate the code, you know. Code's for me, sorry. I want some caster coins. Let me just open this off camera. I'm not gonna look at the card. Code. There we go. Got the code card out of the way, so it's all mine. Now, let's go ahead and see what our first box topper is. Ooh, the full art Majursa. I'm not really gonna be a Bears enjoyer, I'll be honest. Not that I think the Bears are bad. The new support is really good. High Bear Nation, super cool. But it's just not really looking like my style of deck. Well, I think the fact that they're playing like some of the craziest battle tricks in the game, I don't know how to put it. It just doesn't seem like enough, really. And, you know, when you hear people who really like the Bears deck and they say, oh yeah, you know, the best cards in the Bear deck are the Bears and we don't have enough Bears. And really? After all this? After everything they've printed? Don't got enough Bears? That's crazy, man. Where should we put hollows? Right here next to the sleeves. Right down there so you can see. You know, what if I'm going to take the sleeves off camera. Or at least over here on top of this box. Just so I have the real estate to put things on my table. Okay, so now we have... Ooh. I don't know if that made a sound for stream, but I got an alert. What's that? Oh, wow, someone went live. I went live. Okay. Now let's take out all the packs. I don't know if they have the issue of like, was it like mapping in here anymore? Probably. I did hear some rumblings online that there's issues with, you know, repeat packs and the similar things coming out of all the packs. I'm just gonna go ahead and shuffle these all up just so we can get a little more random. Hopefully we're not seeing the same things over and over again. Then the box should actually get out of here. We're gonna do all the back here from our first box. We'll just go in little bundles. Grab some packs. Pull from there. Everything we pull. Line up right there. That's simple and easy. I need to get used to this new camera setup. So, for the longest time, I've had my camera where like center frame is more around here, but I changed it so there was more like downward real estate. So now the center camera is moved over to around here. Obviously, you can see that, but on my end, I'm like leaning over. All right. So for our first pack, we've got Warmite, Champion of Hestia. Shout out to the bugs. Bugs. The spiders. I think spiders are really cool. That's one of the decks I've been looking out for. Thinking maybe if we get enough, we can try and build that. Giga Nectar. Lucky. We have not the quote-unquote demon of this set. Werepup Champion. Nemastar. One of my favorite arts in the set, but unfortunately not a card I plan on playing anytime soon. Galabi Champion, pretty good. Javalantis Champion, pretty good. Griffuse, unfortunate with the banning of Elichick that the Champion is Zeus deck, which I was really looking forward to, doesn't seem like it's going to be too great. And oh, our first holo, we got Nixamera Risen Form. This is one of the cards I'm looking out for. I'd really love to be able to put together a Nixamera deck. It's, oh, drop my sleeves. It's not really going to be like a crazy expensive deck or anything, or have like a whole bunch of holos. We do need at least 1 or 2 of each Nixamera. It would be cool if we can just pull them and not have to purchase anything. I'd appreciate that. You know, you should always purchase singles, but with things like the TCG Player Strike and everything and how bad it's gotten right now, I think the less money we spend on TCG Player, the better. This is actually probably going to be what my last purchase on TCG Player for the foreseeable future. I did buy these boxes before I had heard of how bad it actually has gotten recently. Where should I put my spirits? Let's just put the spirits in the box. We'll just make a preemptively start storing spirits in the box. But I take forever to organize my spirits, so it's like whatever. You know what? I will post on Discord that I'm live. Just take that. Open Discord. I'm opening this pack. I'll just have that open. So I've really enjoyed like starting to like stream these openings more. I just I feel so weird editing an opening, you know? I used to do a lot more openings on the channel. Like I have a video going up tomorrow as of streaming, and it's kind of like a return to form where I used my old intro for the pack opening videos, and I really I felt like I was spending way too much money on those things, and it did alright views, right? But it's like, editing is where it got really rough. Sluggle over Aqua, Arachne's Lair, nice. Beloy Forest Burning, Reforge, nice. Ooh, Titanostrike, this is one of the cards I want. I am planning on, oh shit, I dropped my cards. That's the second drop today. I am planning on making a Thunder deck. It's just not going to be a Champion of Zeus deck. Jarcoon, Hermes Trickery is our rare. Alright. Okay, Discord open. I can post mine. Oops, that's not caps lock. Caps lock. Opening. Elestrals. Fire. Just double check that's my actual stream link, and I didn't just link the music. The IOL. Now, opening FIRESTORM. We're in the plug section. Plug, post your Twitch here, you little vermins. Okay. Boop. Posted this. Here we go. Just in case, you know. I know a lot of people aren't just going to suddenly jump in. Probably at least 1 or 2 people might check this out at the very least. Ooh! Just opened the next pack, and I saw a card I wanted. Narpoon, the Champion of Pione. One of the decks I really want to make is the Narpoon Waylance deck. New Waylance, not great. Old Waylance with this Narpoon, really good. Harpy, not crazy on Harpy. Do not have a Frost Pile yet. Speaking of High Bear Nation, there we go. Oh, that's my boy. Look at Spark-It. Finally back. Very important for the Thunder deck I want to build. I want to build a deck that can... Obviously, it can't loop Spark-It in one turn, but I want to resolve Spark-It multiple times in one turn. Oh, speaking of the suspected, like, tier 0 super threat, like a Void, Torcha Hestia. I'm all messed up. I need to... Spinosec Power Rare. I need to make myself a little more... Oh. So I'm spreading out too much. I need to consolidate. I need to do it like this. Just make sure everyone's on frame. We want our little piles on frame. Because I have to put them in piles right away, or else I'll never organize it. It'll be so painful for me to organize after the fact. I had to double check that my gain is okay. So we got Electric, Anderson, Carrion, Champion of Hermes. Champion of Hermes deck I've heard a lot of good things about. Specifically that Spinosect we just pulled before is apparently going to be really good. Anvil, actually I'm going to open, I'm going to this way. Anvil, Caduceus, Talaria. Ooh, her rare is the brand new Viserys. I don't know how I feel about this Viserys art. Hold on. It's okay, this Vis art, but I do love the OG. The Stellar Vis is also really good, of course, but I also like what was it? It's called the Tournament Pack, right? I think. I want to say it's Tournament Pack Viserys art. Frame and stock. Spine him. Kite Bite. Shout out to Spiders again. Earth Scout. Frigid Cub. Sirocco of Noctis. These win cards, they're really interesting. I think there's probably something with these guys. At least one or two of them have to be playable. I think this one is... Maybe not this one. This is the one that's like, oh, you have to like spend whatever to attack. Oh, sorry. I didn't even realize my TV was on behind me. I saw flashing. I'm like, what is flashing on my camera? Go get rid of that. I suddenly started seeing flashing. Oh my god, am I having a stroke? Monsoon Eurus? I don't know, man. This one is no, that's Mistral Boreas. This one sounded interesting to me. So I on initial read I thought, oh, this card seems really good. And then I realized it said Artifact or Divine. I'm like, oh no. I don't know how I should be organizing these actually, these wins. I guess I'll just put them all in the win pile because they're all like wins, right? Anyway, our rare is Majersa. We already got the full art, so I mean, who needs the plain ass common one? I'm not gonna complain. Majersa, this one is in the Hestia starter, isn't she? Listen. I've complained like every single Elestrals video I've made. Common printings, not even common, non-hollow printings of starter deck cards getting into the rare slot annoys me to no end. Like, maybe if it was like in the uncommon slot, I wouldn't care as much, but I really do not like pulling a lot of these when there's plenty of other rares I want, and meanwhile we already have, you know, from the starter decks whatever we'd want of that card. Werepup, Nemistar, Arachne Slayer, Torch, Anvil, Caduceus, Carry-Off. I've heard good things about this Carry-Off too, actually. I don't really remember what he does, so let's read it together, why don't we? You can shuffle an Elestral in your underworld into your deck when this Carry-Off... Wait. Oh, that's just like an ignition effect you can do once per turn. Then when this Carry-Off is sent to the underworld with Hermes effect, you can target an Elestral and spend spirits equal to the number of its enchanting spirits to destroy it. Oh, that's okay. Pretty decent. That it's just kind of like a removal dude, right? For the Hermes deck. Probably suck ass to draw if that's the effect you want from him though, right? Am I crazy? No, I'm gonna do... I have it that... Yeah, I have that tab muted. Let me just... So I usually like to keep some screen on that just lets me know my stream is still like live. Let me just turn that on. It's muted, so you shouldn't hear it on stream. Let me double mute it. If the tab is muted, now the video itself is muted, but we'll just let that play out just so I can check to see for like frame drops or anything else like that. We got Elchic, Champ Zeus, Anderson, Beloy Forest, Reforge, High Bear Nation. Let me, so it's not as awkward. You know what? Speaking of things, you're gonna hear a very loud noise in a second. So what I just did is I took my armrest or my chair, pointed it towards the table, and raised it. So now I can just nicely rest my arm like this. So Roko, Monsoon, Draco Doodle is our rare. What's this new Draco Doodle do? I know Draco Doodle. Jesus Christ. I know people started playing the Cockatoodle like very recently just because it turns out, hey, suppressing a card's actually pretty good. What was this new one? This new Draco. When a Cockadoodle is sent to your underworld, you can special cast this Dracodoodle from your underworld with 2 wins. You can only play 1 Dracodoodle each turn. This Dracodoodle gets +2 attack to the first card on the field. That's fine. That's okay, I guess. I don't see anything wrong with that. It's always funny when this happens to packs. You see, there's actually like clear plastic that just got stuck to the pack as I ripped it open. All right, weird. I thought for some reason I thought this card was shiny. I'm like, what? What's going on here? It's just like the reflection of the black border when I like flashed in my own face. My camera focusing all right? Let me. Yeah, no, that's just my eyes. My eyes are what's unfocused. Okay. Tano Stock, Spinip, Spark It, that's 2. We almost got the playset. Sorlet, Carrion, Mistral, Breeze, Liar. Do I not have? No, I swear I got a solar pile started. Where'd it go? Did I use it in here on accident? No. Did I fuse it in here on accident? No, okay, I guess it's my first solar then. Damn it. My pile. Oh no, there it is. Found it. And yeah, I'm sure you saw when I put the cards down. Got a holo, the Champion of Artemis Spectaris. Love to see this. Definitely a must-have for the next format. I believe I was looking for, I forget if it was 1 or 2. I think I wanted 2 of these. I had a concept of a deck in my head, but I didn't put it to paper, so I don't really know what I was looking for, honestly. I have, on my play account, I did set, literally today, I put together a couple decks, and I was looking forward to maybe seeing if we could just get everything for those out of this opening, and then I could like start doing like test hands and stuff with them. Of course, the biggest issue with the deck builder on the Play Network is you can't actually do like test hands, but it does give you some good information. Ooh, Nixamera Ball and Full. There we go. So we have 1 in 1, which is the minimum you need for the deck. When I actually did a testing of the deck on the Nixamera deck, I should say, on Clash, because it has most of the cards that are relevant for the deck. It's a couple things it doesn't have that you'd probably like, just some missing frost cards. Squeeze the air out of these bad boys. I really like it. I only played a little casually against a friend, you know, nothing like, can't bring it to rank ladder. There isn't many people on rank ladder, and when there is people, it's the best players in all of Clash, and they're just, you know, beating their heads against each other for high rankings. But I did try the Nixamera deck, and I was playing 2 of Risen form, so it was 2 in 1, and I really, let's see, it's Earth, our rare, and I really liked it. It felt really good. And then I lost one of the forms. I said, oh, wait. What do I do now? Because I wasn't playing any way to get them back once they were sent to grave. So I was like, oh, I guess I'm just playing Frost now. And even then, I didn't build to like play a Frost deck. I built, you know, ooh, Jotaya. This is our first Jotaya. Unfortunately, not as good as the brought back Spark It. Yeah, so I don't know. I'd have to see like how other people build Nixamera. Nixamera is pretty hyped up right now. Liar, Silent Fury, it's our rare, pretty cool. I have to see how other people are building Nixamera just to see like, you know, is there like, do we put in a game plan for if the big Nixamera gets outed or not? As of right now, the only other Nixamera deck I've seen, the answer was no. We're not putting anything for the any game plan for when Nixamera gets out. I'm like, I don't know about that. Actually, really funny story. So before I even touched the cards in Clash, right? I was thinking of, oh, Nixamera sounds so cool, and this, and that, and the other. And I'm theorizing the deck in my head, right? And I'm like, wait. We're just gonna lose all our spirits, right? And these Nixameras, they're just gonna be like horribly misenchanted, right? Me completely forgetting that because, ooh, Felix is our rare. First time seeing this guy tonight. Completely forgetting that the Nixamera's tagging out is a special ascend, and they are, what's it called? Just swapping the spirits, and you're just adding one. So in my brain, when I was thinking about, wait, what does this deck do? My brain was thinking that we were going. Lost card stuck in the pack. Get out of there. My brain was thinking that we were putting new spirits under the Nixamera every time they swap. So I was like, oh my god, we have to spend all these spirits. Oh, why are people thinking this deck is going to be good and all stuff like that? I'm going to try and move in a little bit more. Just trying to make this as easy as possible to keep my hands in frame like this and to not hurt my back. Should probably grab my glasses just because I can't see my screen over there. Hi, Bear Nation. Spark it. That's the playset. Sick. Yeah, no. I can't use this other armrest. Oh, you're gonna hear it all quick. Sorlet Panzer. First time pulling the new Panzer. Torchin. Waspire. Majesty. Ooh. A non-hollow printing of the structure deck card. My favorite. How'd they know that's exactly what I wanted? Alright. I guess we did a pretty good job mixing, considering we haven't found anything crazy, really. We've just found a couple of hollows. We haven't found our spirit or our full art yet. We only got the box top, which somehow shuffled off frame. But I could try zooming. No, I don't want to zoom out. I would lose too much of, like, my hand real estate. Why do I keep saying real estate? Where's Bunix, by the way? Need that for next match. Ooh, Soul Bell. Oh, I was super hyped up for Soul Bell. Then I started seeing, like, testing with Soul Bell. I'm like, ooh, wait. I don't know about what's the end goal? Are we just, like, spamming Ascensions? And at that point, oh, we're just trying to put a bunch of beaters on field for, like, Solar? And it's like, oh, man. I don't know about that one. Shiver Roar. Oh, lost my cross pile. Like a what? Ooh. Next hollow is Terrorstar. Beautiful art. I saw the full art Terrorstar on Twitter before. Oh my god, that card is beautiful. Gotta say, some really sick art in this set. I haven't picked out a favorite. I don't have a card that I would say has my favorite. I've only, looked at the set so far in the eyes of someone who wants to play competitively. Like, oh my god. If you can go back to, like, the live tab on my channel, you can see how many openings I did. I did not enter a single tournament for the last set. It killed me inside. It felt like every time I just couldn't find a deck that really said, no deck that really spoke to me. And I was looking forward to so many of them. Then I started, like, testing. I'm like, no, this says this, it doesn't like this. I don't want to play, like, Lunar Aggro or anything like that. And then, before I know it, the format just passed by. And then the other issue was, I kept being, oh, here's our Hollow Spear, by the way. Our Rare Christ are behind the Hollow Spirit. I just kept, like, being busy on tournament days too. I'm like, oh, I'm kind of feeling this deck. Maybe I'll take it to the next tournament. And it's like, oh, actually, I'm going on vacation that day. Oh, okay. Or, whatever, my dad wants to hang out or go out to lunch or something like that. Because the tournament, it's a full, if you do the whole run, it's a full 11-hour investment. So I'm like, well, on a day, I want to win a tournament. I want to do good. I want top. If I'm playing, I want to play to win, play to top. But if I just don't have the time to dedicate an entire day to the tournament, I just can't enter. And then spending like $25, or I think it's 25 now, just to get like entry packs. Brummelinks, I really need these Brummelinks. Do you plan on building a deck with 3 of those? Well, like I was saying, so just like paying money, entering a tournament. Yeah, you get your entry stuff, but the issue is doing all that and not nothing will feel more devastating than doing like an entire big run in the tournament, then being like, oh sorry, I can't actually play top, but I have to leave. Granted, the last time I entered a tournament, I legitimately didn't win a single match. I went like Zeus's Call. Boy, I sure wish I had a card that could search Zeus. I think I won one game. I went like, I think I played out 4 rounds, won one single game, and then dropped because I was just like, I've been here for 5 hours for 4 rounds. I'm sweaty. I just need to give up. This deck I built sucks absolute ass. I had brought Chronodile Kerbis Water Nexus and to it was the first Daybreak tournament. I'm like, man, this deck is absolute garbage. All right, we got a Hermes, our first Hermes. That's cool. So this I actually appreciate. Hollow versions of the Divines. Meanwhile, you get the commons from the structures. I appreciate this because I'd much rather have the upgrades in the box rather than the downgrades of they're not on stream, but rather than the downgrades of the structure deck like bosses, being downgraded to non-hollow rares. So I think we're over halfway done with the box. We still haven't seen the full art. And unfortunately, no stellars. What's the deal? I pulled multiple reverse stellars out of my Moonrise boxes, but got nothing here so far. What's the deal? Hermes Chicory. Cool. You judging by how people act on Twitter, you would think how people post on Twitter that these boxes are, super generous, crazy, like, boxes. I'm seeing more people posting about pulling 1 million reverse sellers every single day. I swear. Bunnix. This is only our second Bunnix, by the way. This is a common Bunnix. We only got 2 of those. We do need 3 overall. Valeria. Sirocco. Just had to refocus my hands. My hands start drifting like that way as I pull. Monsoon Spinosect, our rare. Gotta say also, by the way, every single spirit art in this set, I think every single one is my new favorite spirit art. Like non-hollow wise, I think I love every spirit. Gonna have to do a little fixer-uppering of these piles when I get a second. Probably when I finish this stack, I'll fix up the piles. Alright, our 1,000,000th Elechick, 1,000,000th Anderson, our second Soul Bell, second Lucky, Werepup, Mistral, Breeze, Liar. Oh, this is something I really appreciate. The Zeus reprint in hollow. Outside the statue, this is probably my favorite Zeus art. This is something I've been meaning to get lots of. Funny story, right? So I don't really have a shop by me that sells or runs Elestrals events, but my sister does, right? So I was up there visiting her, up there. She lives in upstate compared to where I live. And it was my birthday. I was visiting, and we went to the shop that is selling Elestrals because her and her boyfriend, they were interested in getting into Elestrals. So I was teaching them Elestrals. They bought some packs, just, open some things, have a little fun. And I saw they had the Umferial starter decks, which were, you know, guaranteed to have a Zeus in them. So I was like, do I just buy their Inferior starter decks, right? And then sell the Zeuses because it's like $10 for a Zeus, Waspire, Viscerus. I think that was our first Waspire. I haven't been paying attention to Waspire, honestly. So I was really considering, like, do I buy these? I mean, you could probably might even be able to charge more than 10 per Zeus back then when I was thinking about it. I really thought, like, no. I'm not gonna buy out the structures so other people can't have them. Let's just leave the structures, let people buy them, get into the game, you know, much better than trying to turn a profit. Lobby, Avalantis, Whalance, and Gore. Unfortunate that Zeus isn't searchable anymore outside of Plucky. I would have loved pre-Belichick ban to play a Champion of Zeus deck and just play Windmill Slam 3 Volt Tempest, right? And just be like, cool. Every time you swing into my board, you have to consider, hey, what if they just have Volt Tempest? What if I just get Gores? You know? Now, this Volt Tempest gained attack based on, like, I don't know, spirits or something on the opponent, and it was just literally Gores. That's super cool. Oh, no. My hollows are stuck to my fires. No. No. The last thing I want is an avalanche right now, okay? Organize these piles a little better. And look, they look so much nicer on camera when they're organized, right? Because I'm a psycho who has to organize as he opens. Alright, we got one more stack of packs. Still haven't found the full art. Maybe we can end this first box with a God pack, Divine pack, maybe? Sorry. God, Divine, same thing. That's our Narpoon playset, I believe. Carry On, Cockadoodle, Nimbug, Polaria, Sirocco, Monsoon, Pandalance, our rare. I haven't read new Pandalance. What does he do? When one or more Elestrals become suppressed, or when a player plays an Elestral suppressed, an opponent must expend one. Oh, he's burned. Sure. You know, if we just print burn cards for every single element that exists, eventually a burn deck will be playable, right? Yeah, maybe next year. Maybe next year a burn deck will. Maybe next set, you know. First Scout, and you know what happens when a burn deck becomes playable? By the way, people beg you to ban it. Ban it. Lobby, Javelantis, Whalance. Ooh, Exaltus, Champion of Apollo. When Electral on your field is destroyed and battled, you can special cast Exaltus from your hand with Solar. This Exaltus gets +3 if you foretold this turn. Oh, this is also Gores, but he's, you know, lower stat. Funny. Very funny. Alright. We're really digging into this stack of packs. And just looking for that full art. Would love... You know what? I just realized something I didn't do. I didn't go through all the like higher rarity cards to see if there's any I really want. I'm here just for like the hollows and rares. I should have probably actually like made a little wish list for myself, huh? Well, I guess I'll just be surprised by whatever I get. Ignector. And then afterwards, when I'm done streaming, I can go look at what's actually in the set and get really sad at what I didn't pull, right? Lucky, Werepup, Refuse, Tenno Strike, Ankylo Shock, Soul Stocks, our rare. Unfortunately, this card is foretold to not be very good. Gonna move, you might hear me move the mic a little bit. I'm just gonna... I just noticed it wasn't really pointing at my face, because I'm not talking into the mic. The mic's, there we go. Where, you see where this hand is? The mic's above it. So the mic's like right, you can't even, actually, it's completely off camera. Right there. There. And, you know, my face is facing this way, not towards the microphone. Music stopped. Why? Oh, the playlist. Loop. Shuffle. Go. There we go. Just got restarted there. Turtaqua, Narpoon. Nemesis Star, Arachne Slayer, Foloi, Sharkoon, Shiveror, Lycavoid, and Elise. Did I say what decks I had built? I don't remember if I said what decks I had built today. But today, actually, I'll just say it again, because honestly, you know, if I'm repeating myself, call me out for repeating myself, right? I put together a theoretical Thunder deck, not playing Champions of Zeus. We're looking to, you know, just be a little aggressive, be aggressive, be aggressive, and play a Spark It focused strategy. Obviously, can't do anything to really turbo Spark It, but the idea being that we're going to, you know, spark the opponent, and then over the course of the game, just kind of like beat them down. It plays plays cards like Mount Olympus and Triple Jolton, just because I have a feeling that we might be coming into like a Stadium War format. With how hyped up the spiders are, I feel like it might end up being an include. As well with the bears, if for whatever reason we get into a situation where the bear player is leaving their bear field on board, liar. Ooh, solar charge. This art is absolutely beautiful. Hold on, let's get stun locked for a second. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful art. So I just feel like we need a stadium because, of course, in the rules, there's going to be one stadium. So our stadium, if we're playing the Triple Jolton and the Mount Olympus, we out their stadium. At first, I was thinking of playing Race to the Top, but honestly, with it at 1, I don't really want to play. I think that Thunder Nexus-y fish card can search Race. I don't want to play that, so I ended up before even thinking of doing a test hand, you know, in whatever theoretical or whatever, I said, nah, we're not playing. So yeah, the idea is just, it's more of an aggro strategy, just playing a lot of good stuff. And hoping that the taking cards out of their hand with Spark It, and then just playing like sort of 5s around it is just good enough. But the other deck, sorry about my short-term memory being bad. Waylands. I was putting together a Waylands deck because when I saw that new Narpoon, I went, what? Being able to turbo out the card that can just destroy a strategy like the new Werepup Lycavoid sounds crazy. Also strategies like spiders or bears, you know? They have really important cards they're playing multiples of. So many strategies actually within the meta, the previous meta, and what is assumed for the next one. I thought Waylands is going to be a pretty good call. Not that one, obviously. But the OG Waylands would be a good call to basically just, you know, swing in, take out all the opponent's tools, you know, stuff like that. So I was building a deck like that. I was really debating a lot. So should it be a frost or water focused strategy, and then of course have the Wayland stuff, or should it just be like a good stuff pile that can also make the Waylands, you know, with Narpoon either hard ascending over a water like the new champion Galaxy, or the Narpoon, or like what's his name, Foamy gets destroyed, float into like a healer, ascend over the healer for Waylands, you know, something like that. Atlantis, Waylands. Ooh, our full art is the full. Oh, almost dropped it. Full art Hermes. This is cool. This is cool. I'm sure statue art would be better though, right? Why'd the music stop again? What's going on? Oh, that's funny. Yeah, loop playlist. When I turned it back on, I accidentally only clicked one video instead of the playlist. So it played the one song and stopped. I don't think the music's being saved to the VOD. I don't know. So I found new settings I could use for my stream, because usually I stream on Twitch and I use a separate VOD track for Twitch, right? And I think I set it up properly for YouTube. Last time I streamed on YouTube, I was using OBS. Now I'm on Streamlabs. So the VOD should just have me yapping in silence. You know, just me, myself, and the sound of me opening packs, right? Four lists. Carry on, Cockdoodle, Refuse, the Recenter, Strike, Shock. Ooh! Hollow Poseidon. We're just getting all the divines. Who else is in? There's a Hollow Hestia in here. And then, who else is in here? Zeus, oh no, it's just the four of them. Alright. So yeah, Hestia is the only divine included in here. I have not pulled it. This Poseidon art, I like it. I dig it. I think the Poseidon art's good. We're actually making great time. I swear, when I did the Moonrise opening, it took way longer than this to get those open. But I also did that Daybreak opening for the Kickstarter rewards. The Clash rewards. Yeah, I remember that now. That was the last opening I did. That was huge. That was 3 boxes. They're literally still on the floor over there because I haven't put them away yet. So I have no idea what I'm going to do because I already opened 2 boxes of Daybreak and I took the cards I needed out. I'm like, well, what do I do with the rest of this? Oh boy, the structure deck card in Unhollow. Woo! So I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Are there any key cards I haven't pulled yet? Any key cards I've been looking for that I haven't pulled? We only got one of those Specteruses. That sucks. But I can't think off the top of my head. Oh, I think we only got like 2 Broomalings. I need 3 of those. Narpoon, we don't have Narpoons. Bridge Cup. We have like only like 5 Onyxes now. Torch. We got Torch and Torchin. We got Torch, which is something we need. Douche. Larak. No, but I can't remember off the top of my head if there's any other rares that I really wanted. Not like when I opened Daybreak. The original opening of Daybreak I did that I don't think I filmed. And I pulled 1 Cryoblast. I'm like, listen, am I really going to pay $15 for Cryoblast right now, man? And then I ended up not playing Cryoblast at all. Harpy, Elichick, Lucky. So this is our last pack, by the way, in case you didn't notice. Werepup, Nemastar, Talaria. I just realized I mixed up. Oh, nope, there's just 1 card. Oh, phew. Crisis averted. Taroko, Monsoon. Ooh, last card is the Hollow Hestia. So we've gotten hollows of all the divines now. That's cool. That is cool. You know, I don't even know, like, I said before, I don't know what even comes stellar. So before we open the next box, I'm going to go. First of all, gotta get the air out of these. I'm gonna open up the set list so I can decide on what I would like to get from the next box. So we'll go. Where? Oh, here. So the reverse stellars like Anderson, Warmite, Vertaqua, Titanostrike. Titanostrike definitely. Broomlings. Oh, definitely would love Broomlings. Specterus would love that. Fury, no. Okay. So definitely Titanostrike, Broomlings, or Spec, and then Serialized, Spine of Nectar. Oh, Narpoon comes Serialized. Oh my god, I'd kill for Serialized Narpoon. Saltis, Bunix, no, nothing else that's really fallen out to me. And then, of course, yeah, there's the full arts. Now let's see the card catalog, canvas, full art. Okay, so there's an alt art of full art Majersa in the regular box, not the box topper. There's Fortune, Majesty, Tempest, Ankylosearch, Galaxair would be nice. Carry Off, Fine Moth, Arachne, Nixamaras, both of those come full art. I would love that. The Terrastar, regardless of how playable it is, I would love that full art. It looks so good. Earthquake, Eruption, Thunderstorm. Oh, full art Earthquake would go so hard because you can only play the one anyway. So you just have the one, it's the full art. Ooh, I love that. Alright, my sleeves out of the way. I guess I'll put them off camera thing in space now. Alright, well, we're one box down, one box remaining. Let's pop this open, see what we can get. I'm just gonna leave the packs in the box this time. We need to, space max, so we're gonna maximize everything we can get. Let's open our box topper off screen. I can keep my code for myself. Alright, so our box topper is like a Medusa. Well, can't always be a winner. There's only like 4 of these if you don't count the stellar versions. Okay. It's fine. When I get my delivery tomorrow and I do my my video, there's gonna be another box topper, so another chance of something cool coming out instead of a third Medusa. All right. Of course, since we've pretty much gone through the entire set already, we're gonna go fast mode. Nectar, Falloy, Reforge, Hibernation, Jovelantis, Waylands, Refuse, Restrictory. Here goes into the Spirit box, which is the previous empty box. Okay. Electric, Anderson, Earth Scout, Bridge Cub, Onyx. Gotta double check my hands aren't gliding somewhere else. Gliding the way Hermes glides through the sky, huh? Think about that. The bad boys on screen. There we go. Look at that, by the way. Hestia. Medusa with Hestia. Folks, can we get a Divine pack, please? I think that would really tie up, really bring the mood up, because we should get a Divine pack, or, any kind of stellar, reverse stellar, Ooh, Terra Star again. Like I said, don't really believe in the Terra Star. People are saying there's an FTK with Terra Star. Okay, sure, but I ain't playing that deep. But he is cool. I do appreciate how cool his art is, at the very least. Oh, Space Max once again. Move everything down a little bit. We have some extra space down there. There we go. I just want to keep my stuff on. I just want to try and keep my stuff on frame as best as possible. I say that as I'm ripping packs off screen. Counterstocks, Pineapple, Soulbell, Lucky, Werepup, Monsoon, Mistral, Breeze. Common of the non-hollow of the structure deck card again. Alright, hold on. Let me take a look at what rares are we missing out on, because we've gotten like 4 of those. Let me just check. Rarity, rare. Okay. Non-hollow. Normal. So got those. Got that. Missing out on Broomlinks. We need 3 Broomlinks. We've only got 1. We have legitimately gotten a copy of every rare. Never mind. We just need. We just want the 2 more Broomlinks, and then I'm good on rares. And then from there, it's just hollows. Okay. I rescind a little bit of my complaining. I do rescind some complaining. Narpoon, Harpy. This isn't a Cryoblast situation where I'm missing key rares. I just need 2 more of 1 rare. Spinosec. I mean, if I wanted to play the Spinosec deck, I got the Spinosec, right? And that deck's supposed to be pretty good too. The Hermes Spinosec. Alright. Oh, Drataya, Rumical, Nemastar, Arachne Slayer, Floy, Liar, Panzer, Fortune. Ooh, second Specteris. That is sick. Love to see the boy. I think the number one card in all of Elestrals, though, that I've wanted to own is the OG Stellar Specteris. I think that card is one of the coolest things in the world. And unfortunate, I opened like 5 boxes of Daybreak and didn't get one. Actually, from my Daybreak, I didn't get anything. I don't think I got even a reverse stellar from 5 boxes of Daybreak. My only reverse stellars are stellar, singular, and reverse stellars. I got stellar. What's his name? Not Ignector, not Waspire, the other one. I think I got stellar one of those. And then I also in the same Shattered Stars pack, not the same pack, but the same set, like the same bundle. I got a copy of Smokey in Reverse Stellar. Valiance refused. Then I got two Reverse Stellars from Moonrise. One pulled just during my, I think it was during my stream of Moonrise, and then one during recording in my Moonrise box opening I did with my buddy, where we then versed each other afterwards. I got the other Reverse Stellar. Javelantis, Arachne. No crazy bangers yet, unfortunately, from this one. Oh, can't really complain. I do have at least almost every single card I wanted to like build with from this set. Boon, Nimbug, Mike, First Scout, Leo Shop, Shark. Ooh, we got a hollow in this one. Now let's get the flare out here. Nixamera, Fallen Form, our second one of the Fallen Form. Would love to get a full art of one of these bad boys. Ugh. Ooh. Oh, ooh, only 1 hour, and we're almost done, and it's only been an hour. That's crazy. I swear, I felt like the last opening I did took so long. I just ran out of energy, like, at the start of the last one. Rumical. Maybe it's because Earth Scout, Hibernation. Maybe because I've been looking forward to this one a lot more. Sparkit, Storlet, Liar, Panzer, Torchin, Volt Temp. Now, if Elechick wasn't banned, I'd be happy at getting as many copies of Volt Tempest as possible. But because Elechick is banned, you know, here we go, pulling the structure deck card again. Harpy, Elechick, Frigicub, Bunix, Soulbell, Like a Void, Torch, Anvil, Majesty. Are you even gonna say it? I really should reorganize these piles, right? Where, you know, biggest to like smallest, or other way around, smallest to biggest. But the problem is, I've already ingrained a muscle memory into myself. So if I move the piles, I would get very confused every time I went to put a card down. Like, despite this being a very bad spot for the lunar cards, if I put it like over here, I would still go, oh, the stack's not there. Warmite, Ignector, Arion, Cockadoodle, Nimbug, Waspire, Globby, Java, Mantis, Rysor. Okay. Almost halfway through this box, have not really gotten much at all. I think we've only gotten 2 hollows so far. Don't like the sight of that. And doesn't. Well, no, maybe the box is just charging up, right? It's just charging its energy to drop us something huge in a couple packs. Ducius, Valeria, Sirocco. Oh, full art Thunderstorm. Oh my god. Obviously not one of the biggest chases of the set, but ooh, this card is sick. This looks so good. And not only that, this is playable because I want to build a Thunder deck that does play this bad boy. Unfortunately, I would need, one or two more if I wanted to play Uniform, but hey, a card I actually like and wanted, thank you. All right, so we have our full art already. So the best thing we can hope for is just pulling like a reverse stellar or like a divine pack or something. Other than that, we don't really have much to look forward to from this box, and we have a lot more to open. Correct me. And I was really disappointed when I heard that people weren't going to be playing spiders with this card. I was like, what? He's like, Spider Monarch. You're not going to play Spider Monarch? No? Why not? Like, apparently people aren't going to play, aren't messing with the Spider Monarch. I thought it'd be really cool. But he really does just have no effect, doesn't he, though? His effect is literally just summon me, right? For your normal cast. So you can't really complain about him not being included when that's all he does. Yeah, at least a lift has an effect. Saya, Lair, Feloy, Reforge, Monsoon, Mistral, Breeze, Nixamera, Risen Form. That makes... Sorry, 2 and 2 of both Nixamera forms, which is the exact amount I wanted. I don't know how many we're going to be playing in the Nixamera deck. Okay. Yeah. This stream being turned into a highlight video hinges 100% on if we can find something good or not. If not, it'll live eternally as just this stream for the rest of time until YouTube explodes or if my account gets banned. Why would it get banned? I don't know. Narpoon, Harpy, Bunix, Soul Bell, Plucky, Inkleo Shock, Sharkoon, Shiver Ariel. You know what we haven't seen, Hollow? We haven't seen, what's his name? The bigger guy. The bigger Inkleo Shock. I thought he's, like, well, everyone can admit the art for Inkleo Shock in the bigger format is really cool. The problem is, it doesn't seem very good, but they are cool. Up, Phantom Aloy, Reforge, Hibernation, Caduceus, Alaria, Sirocco, Luminate. Wait. Huh. Oh, by the way, I almost threw this in our spirit bin. Our second Brummelings. Exactly what we need. Both our Hollow Spirits have been Luminates. Yeah, people are shitting on Luminate on Twitter, you know. Big VTubers mentions Elestrals, but says, like, only thing is, I think this monkey is really stupid. Like, look, this art of Luminate's really good. I know he's a little goofy little freak, but listen, there's good art. There are good alt arts. Not everyone can be what was it? The Vipyro with the tongue out, giving you the eyes. That not everyone can be that one. Belichick, Henderson, Werepup, Nemesis Star, Arachne Slayer, Like a Void, Torch, Anvil, Rico Doodle. Ooh, almost cut my finger. This week on my channel, actually, it's going to be a big opening week. So, obviously right now, oops, my garbage is overflowing. Obviously right now we're doing this Elestrals opening, but this, like, 3 hours since I got home from the day job, right? I was like, oh, I'll upload tomorrow's video now instead of at night so I can, turn my computer off and not leave it on 2 days in a row. And it took like 4 hours. Less than 20 minutes, well, actually, I think it's longer than 20. I think it's like a 30-40 minute video now that I'm thinking about it. But it took like 4 hours to upload. It took 17 minutes to render, which is why I thought it was going to, upload pretty quickly. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just upload it and start streaming the opening. It took forever. But tomorrow, I opened a physical Rush Duel product, and that's going up on the channel. So we're big. Ooh, our first Galaxair. Oh, I just realized a card we haven't gotten. We only have this one galaxy, and we haven't gotten any of the new galaxy. Uh-oh, that card's a holo, isn't it? Oh no, I got to buy those, and they're in high demand. Oh no, that changes a lot. That is no good. Those are probably gonna be like $10 plus. Yikes. Maybe I won't be playing Champ Galaxy in my deck now. Warmite, Doodle, Nimbug, Mite, Liar, Panzer, Fortune, Flammable. Still finding new hollows we have not yet. Maybe if I'm lucky, maybe in one of the Shattered Stars I skipped a or a printed Champ Galaxy, right? Or maybe in a new one. Or maybe they'll just throw them into a new one. I haven't seen what the new Shattered Stars. I haven't been subscribed to Shattered Stars for the last couple, just because not really any cards I was interested in having in those sets. Recently, Breeze, Zeus's Call. I never ended up getting my. I was waiting to buy a Lavalith when it finally had a printing that wasn't from Frostfall, and I just never bought one. So now I just don't have one. And then I was like, well, now people are boycotting TCG Player. I'm like, oh, do I really got to go back to the Discord? It's so much easier just to order on TCG Player, but boycott's a boycott, you know? I'm just glad before everyone got really serious about the boycott that I already got all the rest of my cards I need. You know, I pre-bought a bunch of, for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Players in the crowd, air quotes. I bought all the Vanquish Soul cards I would need that already released. Because I love Vanquish Soul. And now that it's the one of the best decks in Japan, I need to have those cards before they spike. And wouldn't you know, the Vanquish Soul cards I bought for like $5 or $6 have now spiked to being 20 plus each. Crazy how that works. Oh, Bell, Lucky Weapon, Waylands, Fuse, Titanium Strike, Steel's Earth. Yeah, oh my god. I'm glad we're almost done. My garbage is like literally exploding with all these packs. Dinostock, Spinum, Carry On, Cockdoodle, Nimbug, Void, Torch, Anvil, Majursa, violently shaking a Majursa because I keep pulling it. All I want are freaking hollows. Alright, Drataya, Rumical, Knight, Scout, Frigicub, Caduceus, Valaria, Sirocco. Final! We got one Champ Galaxy. Look at this. Look at him. Look how great this art is. That's insane. If only we got Champ Galaxies instead of, you know, rare, unhollowed versions of structure deck cards. Alright, there's like 6 packs left, I think. Oh, let me pull these out. Get this box out of here. This box on my face. Dos, tres, cuatro, ocho, 8 packs. 8 packs left. Maybe there's 8 galaxies in these 8 packs, huh? Did you think about that? Bet you didn't think about that. Oop, that pack fell over. Alright. First Scout, Warmite, Bunnix, Soulbell, Lucky, Monsoon, Mistral, Breeze, Arachne. Wow, thanks. The Spider we're not going to be playing. Cool. Appreciate you. Alright, go fast. Big Nectar, Sluggle, Werepup, Nemastar, Arachne, Liar, Panzer, Fortune, and Phoenix. Woo! If these packs are easy to open, I'd do a mega pack like Well, I was about to say, like I did for the Rush video that no one's seen because it's not public yet. Takwa, Narpoon, Beloy, Reforge, High Bear Nation, Waspire, Glaubi, Javalantis, Volcaries. Oh, this is another holo that's pretty hyped up that I haven't gotten any copies. Volcaries. But of course, it did have a Shattered Stars printing already, so you can probably get them for cheap. I heard people are down on the Volcaries deck, right? Which is strange. They got to play with it early before things like well, you can't see the Forge of Hestia and cards like that came out. There were people who were really hyped for Volcaries deck. They're like, oh, we can play it early because the Shatter Stars printing, and then they're like, oh wait, no, this deck isn't good. I'm like, what do you mean it's not good? It sounds great still. I mean, obviously you have things like the Werepup Leica Void stuff that's really dangerous. But I don't see what's wrong with the Volcaries deck. Harpy, Pilichick, yeah, Sorlet, Carrion, and most of like rune removal is like face down runes anyways. You shouldn't really complain about anything having to face ups. Well, except you get Thunderstorm. That targets any rune. Okay. Come on. Only a few packs left. Can we end on a Divine pack, please? Please, please. Boon. Or Exaltair. Ooh, another holo. This is our first time getting one of. Exaltair, Champion of Hermes. I have not read this bad boy. Exaltair cannot be destroyed by battle. The trains from your underworld. Will and Hermes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it just says like battle immunity once. Cool. Thanks. Cool card. Definitely wouldn't have preferred any other cards in the holo slot. Okay. Almost done, almost done, almost done. We are almost out of here until I have to open more. Three left. And we end on something crazy, please. Okay. Sluggle, Vertaqua, Lucky, Werepup, Nemistar, Waspire, Galabi, Javalantis, Bulgaries. Oh, this guy was a holo. I need two of this guy. Another holo I really need a copy. Alright, maybe at the very least these last two packs can have two more Bulgaries, so I don't have to buy any of them. Please? Please? So this is... Bulgaries is like a... You can play them at like 1 or 2 in the theoretical Thunder decks that are just more like aggro focused, and I was thinking of running him in mine, but if I can't get any, then I can't get any, can I? Alright. Narpoon, Harpy, Arachne's Lair, Folloy, Reforge, Waylands, Refuse, Titanic Strike. Last pack. Last pack. Can we end on something nice? Alright, not a Divine pack. Damn. Hellchick, Anderson, High Bear Nation, Market, Sorlet, Inkleo Shock, Sharkoon, Shiveror, Viserys, the last card of our opening. Well, there you have it. That is 2 boxes of Firestorm opened, and it was alright. We pulled okay. We pulled at least 1 copy of every card I wanted. Unfortunately, I did prefer if we could gotten play sets of some holos, but can't win them all, can you? Nope. Go ahead and organize all these piles once again. And I like to do a little bit of a holo spread when I'm done with openings. So we're going to put our cards back in a box. Go like this. Go ahead, organize them. Yeah, obviously organizing the cards, but then lining them all up against each other like that is a little counterintuitive, but it does help with organization in the long term. Just give me a second while I do this, and then we'll get this hollow spread going. This, yeah, all fits perfectly right there. Then you guys are going to have to be boxed up with the spirits, because I don't have any more empty box space. So, this. Okay, well, these spirits. I'm not just like literally just tossing the spirits in like this, except the fact that I'm probably going to be switching out all my spirits in my spirit decks for these ones. Meanwhile, I'm just like literally tossing them like they mean nothing. Oh no. Oh no. Some of them are upside down. Oh no, now I have to fix them. Alright, if I don't see the upside down cards, I don't fix them. Simple. Easy. Oh no, I'm spotting the upside down card. Oh no. Every time I fix one, 7 more show up. I should have taken better care when I was throwing the spirits in the box. Like a Rubik's Cube. See this? Seen this? A puzzle. You're trying to solve, you know, how do I get these cards to goddamn fit? There we go. There we go. Not really organized, but at least we can get these cards in here. Boom. You probably have so many fires. I need to do 2 piles of fires. Oh, it all fits in one. Cool. There we go. See? All the non-hollows fit nice like that. Now, let's do a spread of all the hollows we pulled. First up, of course, our full art, the 2 Medusa box toppers, Hermes and Thunderstorm, and we will spread out the rest. So let's go ahead and drop down Nixamera, Specteris. He's going to need more space because we got multiple of him. The other Nixamera, Terrastar, or Illuminate. You can go. The you're just as rare as full arts. Hermes, Zeus, Exaltus. Up a little bit, maximize space. Space maxing, space maxing, space maxing. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Solar Charge, Poseidon, Estia, Terrastar, Spect, Nixamera, Arachne, Nixamera, Illuminate, Galaxair, Flammomoth. They're kind of cut off at the bottom, but you know, I don't really have much space. Who am I missing? Move you out of the way. The gods up here. Oh, Hermes is over. Put the gods over here. Put the gods in the bag, little bro. Skies, Solstice, Galaxy, Valkyries. Oh, and we're right out of space. We got, because we got at least one of every single hollow, now we have no space to lay them out, unlike other openings where they can all stack on top together. Because Valkyries, this is on screen. Close enough. Close enough. Well, this is our opening. Okay. It went okay. I really appreciate the full art Thunderstorm, because this is a card I did want. It just kind of kills me that I can't play a uniform deck because I only have the one. And I'm certainly not going to be spending my money on getting more. There is a little bit of disappointment in the fact that some of the hollows we only got one of are ones I really need full playsets. But can't be perfect. We only opened 2 boxes. We can't open, like, I just realized, by the way, Snell is blocking 2 cards over here. Whatever. Can't open, like, Moonrise all the time. Well, that's all I had for stream today. So, if anyone checks out the VOD of this stream, I appreciate that. If anyone checked me out live, really appreciate that. Leave a like on the stream, subscribe to the channel, cool stuff, cool. Fortunately, no pop-off, super cool opening that I can make a video out of, or a short, but whatever. Anyway, thank you for watching. Goodbye. Ooh, I don't know how I'm going to end stream with a delay without cutting myself off. Now that's an interesting thing. I think what I gotta do is I just gotta yap for a little while, right? I think I just gotta talk for a little while, right? And see when the